conspiracy.
Well, the truth oftentimes, unfortunately, is not as dramatic as what people have led themselves to believe or want to believe.
You're saying not everything that you see on Twitter is true?
It's not?
No.
Oh, damn. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you can't believe everything you read, and you can't believe everything that, that people that want to put a certain spin on things are going to spin them in certain ways. And I get accused of spinning. And after 43 years in the business, I don't have much spin left in me. It's just kind of, this is the way it was, and things have been built up in such a way that their expectations are, well, this had to be this way. And it's like, no, it's just kind of, this happened, that happened. Mm-hmm. That's it. No, it was a conspiracy.
It was a rib.
It was a rib, yeah. I mean, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to waste millions upon millions of dollars and hours upon hours of television time just to rib somebody. Just to, come on.
Or you're going to pay millions and millions of dollars in taxes on a gate that was, in fact, not true.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna be a publicly held company, and you're gonna report earnings and pay taxes on those earnings, and make a statement to the federal government and the Securities Exchange Commission that are not factual, so that you can fluff up whatever. I don't know, and you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it by 5 or 10,000. You're going to do it by 30,000. Your numbers are such lies. Come on, people.
So wait, so to dispel the rumors completely, because you've already broken a lot of rumors. The Red Rooster, wasn't a rib, and he wasn't. Terry Taylor wasn't going to be Mr. Perfect. You said that Dusty Rhodes, the polka dots, was not a rib. Are you telling me right now, definitively, you can bust the rumor that the WrestleMania attendance numbers are not lies?
I can tell you that. Are we talking about Texas Stadium in particular?
We can talk about AT&T Stadium, 101,763.
Let me just throw it out there. Let's talk about anything that Dave Meltzer has reported, because Dave and I have had some interesting exchanges on Twitter, as you have, Brad, and I know Dave said some disparaging things about your new podcast, Bruce. Dave Meltzer and his company have reported several different numbers about the WrestleMania attendance, other than the number, the 101,000 plus that WrestleMania or the WWE has reported on WrestleMania several times to their investors and to sponsors as well. Are you saying that those numbers are in fact true?
I would hope to God they are. I mean, again, why are you going to pay taxes on? Why are you going to put out public information that can come back and not just bite you in the ass, but bite your shareholders in the ass? I mean, come on, man. That's just stupid. And it's silly to even suggest something like that.
Yeah.
It's a different world. It's a different time. And I don't put a whole lot of stake into what, Meltzer says. I go back in the past and when he used to report, well, the real figures are this. And I'm looking at the real figures. I'm looking at the actual statements from the buildings of what we drew, how many tickets were sold, what we pay taxes on, how many comps were there, how many people were there. And I'm thinking, well, damn, if we really only drew 6,000, what the hell are we doing paying taxes on 10,000 for?
Right. It's a good way. It's a good way to run your company out of business.
I want to go back and I wonder why the building is paying us for 10,000 tickets sold, when in reality, the truth is we only. Come on, it's silly. He's relying on somebody who was there that called him and said, "Oh, well, it looked like there were so many people there." What does he base it on? He doesn't give his sources. He doesn't come out and have any true factual information.
Well, that's what I've said before, because if you're making the allegation that a publicly traded company is lying to its investors, lying to potential sponsors, lying to fans, you should at least get one source that would be willing to go on the record, just one, to substantiate your claim.
Those are serious allegations.
They are very
too.
serious allegations. I mean, this goes beyond just, quote, wrestling journalism. You're accusing a publicly traded company of lying to people who are giving it money.
Can I point something out, though, is that Dave Meltzer also at one point suggested that the Pope lied about his attendance numbers. So if he suggests that the Pope is lying, I don't think there's really...
That probably is true. Just saying, but no, it's... I do not understand what it is in people that want to poke holes in everything and want to drag down something just for the sake of dragging it down. It feels like to me, it's kind of like when TNA has their issues and their problems. Instead of going and saying, "Damn, let's fix those issues and how can we help," or whatever, they're going out of business. Anybody that's worked in the business, truthfully, if you're happy for someone else going out of business, you need to get the hell out of the business. Because TNA being in business, WWE being in business, ROH being in business, Reality of Wrestling being in business, it's important for everybody to have an opportunity to have somewhere else to go work. It's important to have healthy business. And to cheer the demise of another company it's not cool, and they may be having problems. I don't know, not there, but I just cringe when I hear people, "Woohoo! TNA's finally going out of business."
Yeah,
I'd rather hear the "Woohoo! TNA turned the corner and is giving some competition and giving the audience an alternative."
Yeah. Because as we've seen in the past, and I mean, you go back to the Monday Night Wars, a rising tide lifts all ships. I mean, if the product's better from everyone in the industry, it's better for wrestling fans, it's better for workers, it's better for people that work in the industry and people who are fans of it.
Well,
and it's good for sponsors. And
WCW kicking our ass got us off our ass.
Yeah.
Frankly, we had probably gotten the wrinkles out of our belly a little bit, and we're resting on our laurels and got a little lazy and complacent. And WCW, there were other factors too, but WCW coming in and kicking our ass made us go, can we do something different? And we did.
I've just never understood, though, like you said, like the people who they print stuff or they write stuff, that's almost like gotcha, WWE. We got you with your pants down. I mean, what do you think the mindset is? Because let me ask you this. Better yet, when you were at WWE or even with TNA or wherever, when you would read this stuff that you knew was blatantly untrue, what was the reaction like in the office? Was it just like, did you write it off?
But you have to write it off.
Yeah.
But at that point, that's when you realize you got to write all of it off. Because when you're reading things that you know are completely 100% false, how do you know what else? How can anything else have any credibility whatsoever? So, I don't read it. I go to one thing on the internet and I read headlines just to kind of see what the hell's going on in the world. But I don't take it as, oh my God, this happened. I take it as, that's what they're talking about.
Was there ever any legitimate relationship between Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer, and WWE?
Yeah, Meltzer used to work for the WWF.
Meltzer used to work for WWF.
Yeah, he got a check from him. Yeah, and basically to give them information on other promotions, different things that were going on around the world, and but he definitely was on the payroll of WWF for years.
Well,
I don't know about years. I say years. I say that quickly. I don't know how long he was on there.
But he was on there.
He was on there, yeah.
He was on the payroll.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Look at that.
Well,
Look at that.
I think that pretty much puts that to bed.
So, I don't know if it's sour grapes, what his hard on is for them, but
well, I think a lot of it comes from the fact that he has a publication that people subscribe to. They pay money to get the inside dirt, the inside information. They want to feel like they have access to information that not everybody has. And so they're paying for this information, and he's got to feed them something. And it's clear, just based on the WrestleMania attendance numbers alone, that what he's feeding them is factually inaccurate.
Well, and Dave kind of falls into the category of really all other media right now, the 24-hour news cycle. When you don't have news, you got to make it up.
You make it up.
Sure. Hey, what's up? This Booker T, WWE Hall of Famer, representing Title Match Wrestling. Hey, you know the deal. Click on it. Make sure you subscribe. Check out all the latest videos from Reality of Wrestling and there beyond. Now, can't you dig that, sucker?